If you are needing a sign, this is it right now, this video.
Yeah, 10 o'clock, feeding for the guap.
Hey YouTube, it's your friendly neighborhood natural Lex, or you know me as Chocolex on YouTube, and I'm back with another YouTube video for you guys today. In today's video, I want to talk about a couple of things that have helped me to stay motivated as a small YouTuber, small influencer. Right now on YouTube, I have 1,213 subscribers, I believe. And then on Instagram, please excuse my fridge, it just wants to be making ice at this time of night. Then on Instagram, I think I have like 2,070 followers, probably not even that much. But long story short, regardless of the numbers, I am a small YouTuber or a small influencer. The thing about I don't understand why my fridge is making all this noise. Like, you gotta be a small influencer before you become a big influencer. Even though a lot of your favorites on here or a lot of your favorites on Instagram don't talk about it, at some point in time, they were a small influencer. You gotta get to 1,000 subscribers before you can get to 5,000, and before you can get to 10, and before you can get to 20, and so on and so forth. Being a small influencer, it is hard. If you're not a self-motivated individual, being a small influencer is going to be harder for you, because on those days when you're getting 0 likes, 0 views, 0 shares, 0 comments, you have to motivate yourself and tell yourself that regardless of who's watching, I still have to keep going. There have been so many times, even up until this point, where I have just felt like, what am I doing this for? As a small influencer, you are still trying to establish yourself within the YouTube world, but also you're kind of like, okay, how do I step things up? Because I don't want to be a small YouTuber forever. It really does get tough. I think a lot of people kind of underestimate the small influencer process, because they think that just because we're not getting sponsorships, just because we're not getting collaboration, just because we don't have this huge following, they think that, oh, it must be easy. And it's not, because as a smaller influencer, you go through a lot of things mentally. Keep it in your mind that before you get to B, you have to get to A first, like, period. There are 2 things that I want to talk about in this video, I think. No, actually 3. 3 things that I want to talk about in this video. Number 1 is, please do not compare your YouTube journey to other people's YouTube journey, because the journey is different for all of us. When I started my YouTube channel, I started my channel around the same time as a couple of my other friends. They both reached 100 subscribers before me. They both got monetized before me. They both reached 1K before me. And I was just like, oh my gosh, what am I doing wrong? It is so easy to compare yourself to others on here. In my How to Start a YouTube Channel series, I stress the importance of remaining consistent and, you know, constantly posting and promoting yourself. And while those things are very important, you have a whole YouTube algorithm that you gotta figure out. Then there's other things, like if you post your channel on Instagram and you have a huge Instagram following, and a lot of people are, you know, actually going to your YouTube channel when you post it on your Instagram story. Or if you have a bunch of friends on Facebook and they are actually clicking on your link when you post it on your Facebook. Like, it's just different things that come into play. You feel like, because you've been on here for a certain amount of time, or because you have been doing this, and that, you feel like I should be here or I should be there. And for me, it's like I kind of started to get jealous, because I was like, I'm doing everything I'm supposed to do. Why am I not monetized yet? Enjoy the stages that you're at while you're at it. For me, I remember when I used to post once a week, and it was just so glorious, because I would post on Wednesdays, and after that I wouldn't have to worry about nothing else until the next Wednesday. But now, because I post on Mondays and Wednesdays, a lot of my time is dedicated to filming and editing. Like right now, it is well over oh shoot, it's 1 o'clock in the morning and your girl is filming, because this is the only time that I had to dedicate to filming. So I think about those times where I had just, you know, film one video a week and that was it. Enjoy the process and enjoy the stage that you're in right now, because you will not be in this stage forever. It might seem like you're gonna be in it forever, but one day you're gonna look back on this time and be like, dang, that's crazy, look how far I've come. Second thing that I would like to talk about is, do not feel like just because you are a small influencer that you can't do things that big influencers do. What do I mean by that? Girl or boy, I will tell you what I mean by that. Don't be like, okay, well, once I get to 500 subscribers, I'm gonna make a logo. Once I get to 1,000 subscribers, I'm gonna do a photo shoot. Once I get more subscribers, I'm gonna buy my camera, or I'm gonna buy this, I'm gonna buy that. Treat yourself, treat your channel as if it is already a big channel. Do not, and I repeat, do not let anybody try to tell you not to invest in yourself and not to invest in your channel. If you know that this is something that you want to do, do it. Period. Just because you have 100 subscribers, just because you're not monetized yet, just because you're not getting sponsored and you're not getting collabs, doesn't mean that you cannot treat yourself like you are a big influencer. Promote yourself as if you are a big influencer. Invest in yourself as if you are a big influencer. I bought my MacBook when I was like, what, like 200 subscribers, 300 maybe? I bought my freaking camera when I was definitely under 500 subscribers, wasn't even monetized yet, because I was like, you know what, screw it. I'm about to buy this camera, I'm about to buy this MacBook because I'm serious about YouTube. I want to invest in my channel, I want to grow my channel, I want to enhance the quality of my videos, so I'm gonna do it. Whatever you want to do for your channel, do that. Whether that be a logo, whether that be a photo shoot, whether that be a new intro or some channel art or whatever, just do it. Even if you are a smaller YouTuber and you're saying, well, you know, let me go ahead and establish my rates so that in case somebody hits me up for a collaboration or a sponsorship, I can have those prices to provide to that company. Don't limit yourself just because you don't have the numbers. You wanting to do something with your channel should be reason enough. You should not have to feel like you need to have the numbers. Like, just go ahead and do it. If you are needing a sign, this is it right now, this video. I wonder if I should buy that computer. I wonder if I should buy that ring light. I wonder if I should buy that camera. I wonder if I should reach out to this brand. This is the sign right now. This is your sign to do it now. So do it. Tomorrow's not promised, do it today. That stuff that's sitting in your cart, that backdrop, that ring light, that camera, buy it right now. Well, don't be out here spending up rent money and stuff like that, but you know you've been saving up for something. Go ahead and do it. The last thing that I want to talk about is very important, because being in, you know, this age of technology and social media and influencing, I feel like what I'm about to say is super, super important. And that is, do not feel like your self-worth is tied up into these numbers. And when I talk about numbers, I'm talking about your Instagram following, your Twitter following, your Facebook friends, your YouTube subscribers. Your self-worth is not determined by how many followers you have. Your self-worth is not determined by how many subscribers that you have. Please do not feel like just because so-and-so has 100K on YouTube that they are better than you. Because last time I checked, God is not checking for how many subscribers and stuff we have to allow us into heaven. Now, if he was, I'd be a little bit more concerned, but he's not. A lot of times, you know, with these influencers who have been in the game for a while and whose channels are growing and stuff, you kind of notice a little change. And sometimes the change is for the better, sometimes it's for the worse, but a lot of times, you know, when these numbers start start getting up there, you know, they start to feel themselves a little bit. They kind of, you know, feel like, you know how it is. You know how it is. I remember when I finally reached 1K on YouTube, I was like, oh yeah, I'm the shit. Who did that? Me. But there's a difference between being cocky and confident. Well, you know, I don't have this many subscribers, so maybe I shouldn't get the brand ambassadorship. I'm not monetized yet. Maybe I shouldn't get the sponsorship. Maybe this should go to somebody with a bigger channel. No. You have to believe in yourself, because if you don't believe in yourself, nobody else is. It's really easy for us to get caught up in the social media stuff, especially nowadays, because influencing is now like the norm. I follow so many people, from smaller influencers to bigger influencers. It's freaking everywhere. My Instagram feed is filled with people, you know, they basically just trying to get their money. There is good money in influencing. I have to say that there is. I ain't really touched none of it yet, you know what I'm saying? It's a work in progress. I'll tell y'all this. I got my first brand ambassadorship that was paid last year. And I think around last year, I was somewhere in between 300 and 400 subscribers on YouTube. And I wasn't even monetized yet. And I saw this brand marketing themselves on Instagram. And I thought to myself, like, maybe I shouldn't apply, because they're probably looking for somebody who's a little bit more established. But I did apply, and I was accepted into the brand ambassadorship program, and I would be forever grateful for that experience, because they took a chance on me. But for people to take a chance on you, you have to take a chance on yourself. I posted a chit chat or whatever, probably like a month ago, and basically in that chit chat I was just saying, you know, how I was kind of getting a little discouraged or whatever with, you know, my journey. And I watched that video and I was like, you know, dang, I go through these moves all the time with YouTube, because a lot of times I'll go and look at my numbers and analytics and I'll be like, you know what? It's not it. I'm never gonna get to where I need to be. I'm never gonna be like Kimberly Terrell, never gonna be like Natural Rain, never gonna be like African Beauty. And you know, I just say that in my mind, and then I'm like, wait a minute, sis, don't play yourself. You have to tell yourself that where you are right now is temporary. I started the beginning of this year with 500 subscribers. Right now, I'm sitting at 1.2K. And that might not seem a lot to some of you, but I know for a fact how far I have came in this YouTube journey. So can't nobody, and I mean absolutely nobody, make me feel bad about my progress, and can't nobody tell me that I didn't do what I was supposed to do. And yes, there are times when I get discouraged because I feel like I'm not where I'm supposed to be, but at the same time, I have to bring myself back and say, hey, let you tripping. Because you remember in January, literally you were at 500 subscribers. In January, you were not monetized. And look at where I am now. Over 1,000 subscribers and I'm monetized. Oh, I thought somebody said that wasn't growth. Influencing full time has been heavy on my mind. It's not something that I can do immediately, like right now. When I started my YouTube channel, making money from it was not on my radar at all. Like, I just started YouTube because this is something that I wanted to do. But now that I'm getting into it and it's been a couple years, I am starting to think more and more about becoming a full-time influencer. I am open to the idea. I don't know if it will happen for me, but I am very open to that idea. So you just never really know. You know, I might look at this video years down the line and be like, dang, girl, look at us now. Yeah, that is all that I have for you guys today. Please be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and follow your girl on Instagram at BuyMeAlexis, and I'll see you guys in my next video.